compared to the crisis we face today from international terrorism, I don't believe that climate change is a crisis compared to that.
New Jersey Governor Christie doesn't believe that the meek will inherit the nomination. He has a blunt, no-holds-barred style of talking and campaigning.
Listen, I'm not running for prom king, everybody. And I'm not running for class president. I don't care if I'm the most popular boy in the world. I want to be the most respected president.
He likes to tell people at his campaign events, if you don't like me, that's okay. If you want a candidate who agrees with you 100% of the time, go home and look in the mirror. He's an interesting guy. His political career, he's a two-term governor of New Jersey, which is reliably Democrat. So he's had this rocky relationship with the people there and the legislature there and the special interest groups, and he really goes after labor unions, especially the teachers' unions. He really likes to tee off on them.
The unions exist not to protect the high-performing teacher, because the high-performing teacher doesn't need any protection.
And his crowds usually include a teacher who will ask a question, and he runs with it.
Do you have some kind of hybrid feeling of what Common Core and maybe something else might be, or are you against it altogether?
Teachers don't like it, parents don't like it, and students don't like it. We should have high standards. But now each state has to set those standards for themselves.
Like a lot of the Republicans running this year, he wants to lower taxes.
The tax code is stifling this country because it's rigged for the rich.
He doesn't want to add regulations to fight climate change. He calls for free market solutions, especially free market in energy, wind, solar, gas, coal.
I think if Iowa decides the renewable energy that they want to invest in the most are wind turbines, then fabulous. Go ahead and do it. Let them do it. Encourage them to do it, because that'll be most affordable then for the people in Iowa.
Christie is expected to get a little boost from his friendship with Governor Terry Branstad. They're both former chairs of the Republican Governors Association, so there seems to be a close relationship there. And while Governor Branstad has said he won't endorse anybody, it's worth noting that on Christie's campaign staff here, there are a number of people who have worked for Governor Branstad, either in his administration or on his re-election efforts. He also talks about drug addiction in a very personal way.
We have an addiction crisis in this country that we're not dealing with. And I believe pro-lifers like you and me should be talking about the fact that drug treatment is something that needs to be given to every addict in this country that needs it, because that life is just as precious as the life in the womb.
So there's this sort of softer side, or a very personal side of Chris Christie that people are seeing, and I think they're impressed by that. Governors are usually the choice of Republicans, George W. Bush, Mitt Romney. This year that hasn't been the case. The Republicans seem to be looking for an outsider, the Ted Cruz, the Marco Rubios, the Donald Trumps. So it's not clear if Christie can sort of take his record and say, hey, wait a minute, I'm the guy who can get things done. But that's certainly the case he's making, is that he's worked with Democrats and he's gotten things done, and he can do that as president.
Demand that people tell you the truth. The government lied to you and stole from you. Why are the rest of them not talking about it? Because it's hard.